last myth I think that we both agree on here is that people want to have relationships with brands and love and
Rotor Estate Root from the Anderson Valley. Like a nun's.
Cheers, and thanks for coming on the show.
Cheers. Oh man. Well, let me just start by telling you about the relationship I have with my bleach brand. Clorox Bleach and I go way back. Clorox and I have a love affair that started when I was a little boy and I was with my grandma and she was pouring the bleach into the laundry and I got some in my eye and it stung like hell. And ever since then, I've had a strong relationship with Clorox, which is why I follow Clorox on Instagram and I check out my bleach brand's influencer campaign because I want to make sure that the people I think are influential buy the same bleach that I buy. And it's, well, as you can see, I'm being very facetious because this is a myth. This was a myth that was very much propagated at the beginning. Well, not just at the beginning of social media, but it was fueled very much so by the lighter fluid of social media. That now that your bleach brand can be on Facebook and people can like it and follow it and see your updates, people are going to want a relationship with your bleach brand. And I use bleach as an example because it's almost a joke. But I just showed some data for one of the world's biggest love brands, Nike. In America, Nike has 170 million buyers, which is roughly half the population, or at least owners. 170 million people in America, which is half the population, own Nike product. Out of that, on TikTok, which is of course the world's sexiest platform, how many followers does Nike have? 3 million. Out of that, how many people watched on average the latest 10 TikToks that Nike put up there? Maybe 100,000. Out of that, how many of them actually liked it or, emojied it? Maybe 10,000. Out of that, how many commented? Maybe 100. So here's one of the coolest brands in the world that everyone thinks everyone wants to have a relationship with. And out of 170 million people who own a piece of Nike gear, 100 of them actually cared to comment on their latest TikToks. And I use that as an example because if that's what it is for Nike, then think of what it is for Clorox. It's a much steeper curve, which again goes back to this idea that people don't really care about your brand that much. Love and loyalty are not the goal, and that people don't want a relationship with your brand. Really, I think if you had polled most people, you and me included, or even the millennials, they probably actually have a relationship with 2 or 3 brands in their life out of 200 or 300 brands that they actually buy. So it's a myth. People don't want a relationship with their brand. They want their brand to do a good job and then shut the hell up. And then, what we want a relationship with is people. So it's a myth. People don't want a relationship with their brand. They want their brand to do a good job and then shut the hell up. And then, what we want a relationship with is people.